is this going on for? I didn't realize I was doing a dance. Okay. Everybody's warmed up. It works. Good morning. Oh, look at that. It's a lovely warm crowd here at ChangeNOW. 5th edition. How awesome is this? Hands up if you've been here since the 1st edition. There's a few of us. I was there too. There's a few of us. Congratulations. You stayed here from the beginning. We would be amiss to start ChangeNOW without first looking at some of the details in terms of what are the challenges. I know we know them at a high level, but sometimes it's really great to start by setting the scene. So I would like to invite the lead author of one of the lead authors of the IPCC, an intergovernmental panel on climate change at the United Nations. It's a body for assessing science-related climate change issues. Please give an incredible ChangeNOW warm round of applause to Yamina Sabad. Where is Yamina? Or I'm going to be doing this segment by myself. She's here somewhere. Does anybody know where she is? This is interesting. No? Is this some sort of joke? Did I not do the intro right? Do I need to do it again? Is that what happened? Is Yamina here, or are we going to just jump to the next one? I just need a heads up from somebody as to where we are, because when I jumped on the stage, she was so totally here. So totally here. Okay, we're filling. We are officially filling. I may well jump to what I was going to say at the end of this session. So there's lots of different opportunities to connect here at ChangeNOW. We actually have multiple stages that go on simultaneously. So as well as people joining here live in the room, we do have a lot of virtual viewers. Give them a warm round of applause to the virtual viewers. Hello. Beauty of the pandemic, we went global during the pandemic and decided we'd stay that way. So as well as being live in the room, it's great to connect with people here in person. We're also virtual. Are we ready? No? Okay, no problem. So, thank you. So, instead, what we're going to do is we're going to jump forward and bring on to the stage somebody who's acknowledged actually as one of the world's greatest modern-day adventurers and explorers. He's undertaken exceptional feats of endurance, determination, and courage. With over 30 years of pushing boundaries, exploration, our next speaker's accomplishments are really unparalleled. Here to talk about determination and courage that it takes to travel uncharted waters. Please give, this is going to work this time because I've seen him earlier, please give an incredible warm ChangeNOW round of applause for Mike Horn. There he is, there he is. Never had that kind of warmth.
There's always a first time for everything.
Okay, shall we sit down? I can take a breath now. See, I saw him earlier. He's here in the flesh. So, Mike, I've been informed that what I'm interested in is, because some people might say, why have we brought an explorer here to talk about climate change? What would you say your explorations have done to inform your views of the environment and the climate?
Well, first of all, I think nobody better than an explorer to see what happens on Earth. Mm-hmm. And I've been a professional explorer for 30 years. So I sailed 27 times around the world. I've crossed the highest mountains, swam down the Amazon, followed the equator around the world, and then crossed the North Pole and crossed the South Pole. And in 30 years of professional exploration, I've seen the world change. And it started to concern me. And the last expedition I did was when I crossed the North Pole from Alaska all the way to the other side of the world to Greenland and Svalbard. And it was an expedition that I spent 138 days on the ice, moving on the ocean. And in 2006, when I reached the North Pole, the first ever winter expedition on the North Pole, the ice was 2.5 meters thick on the North Pole because I made a landing strip for a Russian aeroplane to do research on the North Pole. And in 2019, when I crossed on the North Pole, the ice was only 8 centimeters thick.
Get out.
So 2.5 meters of ice disappeared in less than 14 years. And that started to concern me, but added to the fact that I saw grizzly bears attacking polar bears. And grizzly bears never came into the polar ocean. So, yeah, there's a lot of changes, but I think there's a lot that we can do to be able to play our part in kind of reversing what's happening and to be able to stabilize what we don't want to happen for the Earth to warm up 1.5 degrees. We don't want that to happen. So we've got to play our part, I think.
So, I mean, it speaks already to any skeptics who are saying, oh, we've made it up. No, we've seen it firsthand. It's happening, folks. What excites me is I hear that you've got a project that combines the environment with exploration and adventure. Could you tell us a little bit more about that?
First of all, you know, we've got to speak about inspiration. We're all here to inspire each other. We're all here to lead change. We're all here to feed off each other's energy. And that's what's quite amazing. And I've just got a little story to tell. When I was a little young boy, I was born in Africa. I was born in South Africa. My father was a Springbok rugby player, the best rugby team in the world. And the French, second best, but South Africans, they always will stay the best, even if they lose. But anyhow, so my father being this amazing sports personality and a professor at university, gave me two important keys in life. It's to be educating yourself, to inform yourself. But today, we've got so much information arriving, and we don't know what to take on what's true or not. 38 years ago, it was much easier because you had to read the newspaper or you had to listen what your grandfather told you. So the news was really reliable. And then he gave me that key of working hard, of believing in yourself, and of inspiration. So when he played his last rugby match, I was a very young boy standing next to the rugby field, and they were playing against the All Blacks. And my father managed to score a try that made the team win, but it was his last rugby match. And I went into the changing room with him, and there this rugby player was sitting, and I was a little boy next to him, looking like up to him, and all the other players came to him and said, you know, you've been an example to us for as long as you played. Always first at the training, always last to leave, always listening to our problems, always there supporting us when we need it the most. Always there to give us, like we say in French, the conseil, to give us the right answers for problems that we didn't know the answers. And when I heard everything that everybody else spoke about, the qualities of my father, I believed that I wanted to be like him. And I think we all need to be like that. We all need to give answers. We all need to be able to inspire. We all need to be first to do something. We all need to stay the last to be able to clean up. And once you have a dynamic like that, that's when we can lead change. We've got to change not only what we do, we've got to change the way we think. We've got to be able to work together, because the working together is the new competition. The world needs everyone to participate. And when these other guys left and my father was sitting there alone, I said, you know, I want to be like you. And he said, you'll never be me. So, what did he say after that? That was the most important. He said that you are you. You can't be somebody else. We all have unique values that can make a difference. And I can see that you will be bigger than I'll ever be. And that is inspirational. We all have our own qualities. We all can play our own role. We can all make a difference. We don't have to all do the same thing. And every morning my father went running. From the age of 8 years old, every morning I was behind him running and trying to keep up. He never ran any slower for me to keep up. It was for me to run faster. So what's the message about that? Guys, run faster. Don't wait to slow, don't let people slow down for you to keep up. Let people run and run faster, become stronger. And every day when I couldn't keep up with him, I drew a line on the pavement. And every morning, from 8 years old, at 6 o'clock, I was awake. And the first thing I did in the morning, I beat that line. So my father asked me, why do you think I wake up every morning to go running? I said, you wake up because you want to add value to your team. You want to deserve your spot in the team. You want to be the change maker, the one that makes the difference. And he said, yes, that's true. But there's something more than that in life. We need something bigger. And what was that? He said, I wake up because you awake. I know that you want to beat that line. You inspire me. So guys, be the inspiration to change making. Stop speaking. Let's act. Let's make the difference. Let's run faster. We've got the capabilities. It's just somebody sometimes have to tell you, you can do more. It's not to do less, not to criticize, not to complain. We've got enough of that. Let's build a world with a different vision by changing, first of all, the way we think.
I love that story, because I think sometimes we can, especially in this space, we can look and think our little part isn't doing anything. And I love that you wake up in the morning, you're getting up because you think your dad's going for this run, because he's doing it in order to be a good footballer. Turns out he's doing it because he knows you're going to be up.
Because I was a little boy inspiring him. So whatever you do inspires people. It inspires people. Don't think what you do has zero impact. And that's where change happens. You've got to be able to inspire people, to help people go beyond you, and to be able to help people go higher than you and not push their ideas down actually makes you grow.
It's interesting because I think sometimes we don't even notice the little things that we're doing, especially in this space, that's having an impact on others. And you were fortunate that your father actually was able to tell you the reason he was doing the run was that you're getting up because you're inspired by him. Yep. It turns out he's getting up because he's inspired by you.
And that's the virtuous circle of inspiration. And then if you want to be an actor, be able to go through bad weather. Nothing worth doing in life will ever be easy. To cross the North Pole was done by one person in the world. It's not because it's easy that I choose to do it. It's because it's difficult. There's challenges. And if we become stronger, challenges and obstacles become smaller. It's not the size of the obstacle. It's the size of what we think is the size of the obstacle.
Beautiful. I'm going to bring you back to the question I asked you earlier, because you're talking about challenges and adventure. How are you combining what you've seen in the world in terms of the need for climate change and adventure and exploration?
My life as an adventurer and as an explorer has allowed me to to have a certain amount of following. And I've got a lot of young people actually following more or less what our old man is doing. And every day we get 5 to 10 emails of young people wanting to play a role to change the climate, to be able to add value. And I can't be there for everyone. So I decided to create a platform, and this platform is called Pangaea X. So Pangaea is a platform, and every year I give a problem to solve to the young people. And any young kid in the world with an idea can to solve this problem. Yeah. And the first problem was, let's save the oceans. So anybody with an idea can give their ideas to the platform, then we look at their ideas, and then we accompany these young adults from an idea right through to the reality of their project. And it's not enough just to have ideas put together. We need to support these people. We need to accompany the young people. And that's what our platform allows us to do. And then I did a stupid thing once. I drove in a Dakar rally. A Dakar rally was with a car through the dunes and 12,000 kilometers, and we pollute the planet, and there's carbon and all this crap coming out of the car. And I was criticized by 62 million people because I went on an adventure, but it's the wrong adventure to go on. So I said, I'm going to build a pile à combustible, a fuel cell, to be able to participate in the rally, that I have zero pollution, zero impact. And then this big research program started, and a week ago I launched a company called InnoCell, building fuel cells. We're going to change the world. We've got powertrains for buses, for trains, for planes. And now we've got to be able to take this technology and put it into mobility as especially the heavy-duty mobility, cargo ships, trains, buses, planes, and we're going to change the world.
You have so many great ideas where you're able to take adventure, clean it up, and still make it exciting. What do you say to people who perhaps they're in a space where, similar to you, they love the adventure of it, but there's a polluting part of it? What's your, like, if you were to leave us with, here's the one message I can leave people with for Change Now, and in terms of making a personal impact. You've got lots of projects, but what would be your final word?
It's quite interesting to understand that when I wanted to cross Antarctica, it's 5,100 kilometers. Nobody wanted to give me permission to cross Antarctica. I had to do an environmental study. What impact do I have in Antarctica? I'm skiing every day. I've got no electricity. I'm eating food that's made for me. There's no waste. The food's packed in recycled packaging that I keep with me. My impact every day on the planet is zero. But I have to do an environmental study on crossing Antarctica. Then somebody charging his iPhone once every day has a bigger carbon footprint than me crossing Antarctica, because I sailed there, I'm skiing, I'm walking for a period of 138 days. I've got very little impact. So the fact is that we as individuals should look at our impact personally and not criticize others, because the moment you criticize others, you're not watching what you're doing yourself. Let's focus on ourselves and what we can do to be able to have a positive impact that can lead to change. And then, altogether, we can tell people, hey, no, don't do this or don't do that. But stop looking abroad. Stop looking further than what you can do.
Yeah, that's a really compelling message, because everybody can do something there.
I believe so.
Well, thank you so much. I wish I could talk to you for longer, but
let's go.
We're out of time. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Horn.
Thank you.